It was a warm Thursday night, June 2, 2011, in Bloomington, Indiana. A college town pulsing with the rhythm of youth, laughter, and neon light. Among the crowd was 20-year-old Lauren Spierer, a bright Indiana University student known for her kindness, energy, and warm smile. She had spent the evening surrounded by friends, heading from her apartment at Smallwood Plaza to Kilroy's Sports Bar, a familiar spot for many IU students. Inside, the air was heavy with the scent of alcohol and music. Lauren laughed, danced, and posed for photos, completely unaware these would be the last moments anyone would ever see her alive. Near closing time, she left the bar barefoot, leaving behind her shoes and phone. Cameras caught her small frame vanishing into the dim streets, the night swallowing her whole. Lauren walked with her friend Corey Rossman toward his apartment at 11th Street and College Avenue. Surveillance footage showed her leaning on him for balance, her movements sluggish and unsteady. At some point, a brief altercation occurred between Corey and another man, a confrontation that allegedly caused Corey to be punched, disorienting him and fracturing the night's timeline. From there, Lauren's night became a blur of fleeting appearances and uncertain memories. She was seen at Jason Rosenbaum's apartment shortly after 4 a.m., barefoot, intoxicated, yet determined to go home. Jason claimed he tried to stop her, offering her a place to sleep, but she insisted she'd be fine. At 4:30 a.m., Lauren stepped out into the cold night air, alone, walking the 2 short blocks toward her apartment. She was never seen again. When morning came, Lauren's bed was untouched. Her roommate assumed she'd stayed with friends, but by noon, panic began to set in. Calls went unanswered. Texts stayed unread. Her phone, left at the bar, offered no clue. By afternoon, her parents were alerted. Police were notified before sunset. What started as confusion turned into dread within hours. Flyers were printed. Students posted on social media. By the end of that day, hundreds of people were searching the streets of Bloomington. The vibrant college town had gone eerily quiet, sidewalks lined with missing posters, dorm halls echoing with whispers of fear. Lauren Spierer wasn't just missing, she had vanished. The following days saw one of the most intense search operations Bloomington had ever witnessed. Police, volunteers, and K-9 units spread out across forests, fields, and quarries, hoping for even the smallest clue. Helicopters hovered low, and divers scoured nearby lakes and streams. Nothing surfaced, not a footprint, not a scrap of clothing, not a single trace. Lauren's parents, Charlene and Robert Spierer, flew in from New York, joining the search personally. They retraced their daughter's final known steps, standing at the same street corners, staring down the same empty paths. "We won't stop until she's home," her mother said, her voice trembling but resolute. But the silence of Bloomington was relentless, offering no answers, no direction, only an unbearable void. Attention quickly shifted toward Lauren's circle of friends, those who saw her last. There was Corey Rossman, Jason Rosenbaum, and several others whose timelines seemed to blur under scrutiny. Their statements conflicted, details changed, memories faltered. Corey claimed to have no memory of the night after being struck. Jason insisted he had done nothing wrong. Yet the inconsistencies painted an unsettling picture. Rumors rippled through campus and across the internet. Some speculated drugs were involved. Others whispered about a cover-up, about guilt shared between friends bound by silence. Police pressed hard, but without solid evidence, their efforts dissolved into frustration. The people who might know what happened simply stopped talking, and the truth, whatever it was, stayed buried. Over time, theories multiplied like shadows. Some believed Lauren wandered off and fell victim to the night, perhaps stumbling into one of Bloomington's many quarries or creeks. Others whispered she had been abducted, caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. But darker suspicions lingered, that something happened among the friends she trusted most. That a mistake spiraled into panic, and panic into silence. Police admitted years later that there were things they couldn't disclose, fueling even more speculation. A decade later, those words, "We know more than we can say," still echo like a haunting refrain through the town. In 2013, the Spierer family filed a lawsuit against several of Lauren's last known acquaintances, alleging negligence that led to her disappearance. The case dragged on, reopening old wounds, but ultimately was dismissed due to lack of evidence. Yet for the Spierers, the legal battle was about more than justice. It was about refusing to let her memory fade into silence. Each year, on the anniversary of her disappearance, the family holds a vigil in Bloomington. Candles flicker in the dark as voices tremble through prayers and songs. "We just want to bring her home," Charlene says every year, her voice breaking under the weight of time. But still, no answers. No trace. Just the cold wind of June and a grief that refuses to fade. It's been over a decade since Lauren vanished, and yet the case refuses to die. Investigators still receive occasional tips, none credible. New detectives revisit the files every few years, sifting through the same pages, staring at the same unanswered questions. Some believe the answer lies hidden among her friends. Others suspect she never left Bloomington that night at all. For the Spierer family, time has not healed, it has only hardened. The town of Bloomington continues its life, college students walking the same streets, unaware that one of their own disappeared without a trace. Somewhere between those two blocks lies a truth that has eluded everyone for years. The question still whispers through the trees and along the empty streets: what really happened to Lauren Spierer? These stories fade when we stop telling them. Keep the mystery alive. Like, comment, and subscribe.